Going to our very interesting session next. I'm sure this is not going to take time. And this is an interesting topic. It's Energizing India's Electronics Workforce, Nutrition as a Hidden Driver of Engagement and Retention, Insights on Importance of Nutrition and Health on Productivity and Retention of Talent. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Mohit Verma, CEO of Sodexo, to please join us on the stage. Mr. Mohit focuses on leveraging food as a strategic enabler of workforce engagement, productivity, and retention, particularly in complex manufacturing economies.
When Sodexo approached us, actually we were wondering, why does Sodexo want to come here? But we realized that whatever we do, as in North India, they say, everything is for this papi pet. So I think unless this is full and it is well nourished, you can't expect, productivity. You can't expect, people to be happy and to give their best. So I think we have something very valuable coming from you, Mr. Mohit. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. Please allow me a couple of minutes just to set up over here.
I see a human value in you.
Sodexo has been part of our journey since our very beginning.
We see Sodexo as a part of our team.
They don't compromise in the quality.
I'm very happy that Sodexo India is celebrating an exciting and meaningful milestone. We have completed 25 years of contributing to improving quality of life in India.
I'm really proud and honoured to take this opportunity to congratulate you on this amazing milestone of achieving 25 years of service in India.
Congratulations to the Sodexo India team and our stakeholders for making an amazing milestone of 25 rewarding years.
Corporate dining experience, it has moved from a canteen to a cafe. We are glad that we partner with Sodexo. We have more than 98% satisfaction ratio from our employees.
Food is a very, very critical component for Indians in particular. There is a very strong sense of good food on campus. Sodexo's mission is
Very good afternoon to all of you, and I'm mindful that we are just around the lunch break, so kindly bear with me for a few minutes as I take you through a short presentation. Very privileged to be here today, speaking at this conference, and thank you to Elsina for organizing. And taking a cue from where Dr. Darez Ahmed just left off on the human capital angle of the electronics industry and the manufacturing industry in general. I'll put across my perspective or Sodexo's perspective of where we can bring in thought leadership in this space and contribute as a partner, as a true partner to all the companies that are doing great work in the Make in India initiative, in the Vision 2030 for the electronics industry. So when we look at nutrition as a hidden driver of engagement, so we look at it through the lens of the workforce. And today, as this industry evolves and is on the cusp of a huge growth potential, it is the people, the workforce that needs to be nurtured, that needs to be retained. And what better way to do it than managing food at the workplace, making it an enjoyable meal, and addressing all their nutritional concerns. Today, in the workforce, at the factory, it's usually the meal that is probably the only time when there is a lot of human interaction, whilst the workforce else on the shop floor would be doing work on machinery through automation. But the human angle comes in only during the meal, and we at Sodexo are endeavoring to make this a special moment to ensure engagement and retention of the workforce. The electronics industry is a sunrise sector today. It is generating employment and will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. When we look at the typical day in the life of a shop floor worker, it is a person who is young, who's probably Gen Z as we speak today, is digitally savvy, connected, aware of whatever is going on around the world, and is also aspirational to some extent. A lot of them are first-time workers, having come into factories for the first time, and for them, the nutrition that they receive at work probably becomes a large part of their overall nutrition that they receive during the day as well, right? Shop floor workers demand consistency, focus, and a lot of precision. And it is all these factors that we try and address through our food services that we offer across many, many facilities, some of whom, our clients are also there here in present today when we look at the logo wall outside. And we are proud to be partnering with them. The previous panel discussion touched upon Nokia being a pioneer in this industry 20 years back, and we were very proud to have partnered with Nokia right through the tenure when Nokia was here as the largest electronics manufacturing hub in Tamil Nadu. Why is food a strategic lever? I mean, the question that would be playing on our minds is, why is it a strategic lever? The numbers are there for us to see on the slide, but if we just question it for one moment, these are not lifestyle expectations that are being put forth by the workforce. These are expectations that will better their performance, that will take it to the next level and ensure consistency in the delivery that these factories are endeavoring to make, right? The workforce, skilled workforce. My only take on this would be that when you treat food not merely as a meal, but as part of the infrastructure that one needs to maintain in a factory in this day and age, then the entire thought process would be different, and the outcomes would far outweigh the investments being made. Sorry. What happens when things go wrong? We were just discussing in the previous discussion on the lack of availability of skilled manpower or the skill gap that exists today. When we look at the workforce and try and build upon this skill gap, one of the most important things is to ensure that they have a healthy, nutritious, and overall developmental space at their workplace. Yeah. When things start going wrong, productivity can dip, morale and engagement can go high, can go low, which leads to higher attrition, less retention, and, God forbid, in some cases, even compliance and safety risks. When we flip the coin and we look at it through the lens of outcomes, right? When we shift the lens to outcomes, what is it that we want, right? What do we want out of this workforce, right? We want productivity. We want an attractive workplace where people come and love to come back, right? And improved retention and engagement, all of which will contribute to the growth that this industry aspires for. Let's address the correlation between food and productivity at work, right? A balanced meal, while being a very, very utopian philosophy, is a reality at many locations today and can be a reality across many locations tomorrow when we approach it with a scientific and a constructive approach, looking at the benefits that it would bring to both the employee the employer, and the industry in general, right? So our endeavor is to fuel this alertness through balanced meals, having adequate fat, sugar, protein, and fiber, yeah, ensuring that there is no blood glucose spike soon after consumption of meals, as can be seen in many, many instances today. When people go back to the shop floor, they may feel sluggish, etc. And make this entire experience at the workplace more fulfilling for the people at work. Our nutritional first approach focuses on sustained energy. This is more important when we look at the manufacturing industry and the electronics industry in general, where we have a huge amount of women in the workforce. If you imagine a day in the life of a lady who's working in a factory in the electronic space, it's probably spans across a huge, there's a travel time from the house to the factory, there's the entire work day, and then there's again juggling of multiple roles that a lady may have to do back home. So ensuring that nutrition that they receive at work is adequate and allows them to play all these multiple roles effectively, continuously, and sustainably. We offer a food program that ensures that this is met. When we look at attracting talent to the workplace, today's workforce expects that their canteen is no longer seen only through the lens of a functional space, but a space where they can break out, where they can, have a healthy meal and interaction with the people that they work with, and overall contribute to a general feeling of well-being. And as I stated earlier, food can become a strategic lever when we look at employee retention, right? And this can be done through various ways, whether it is engagement through food-led experiences, festivals, wellness initiatives, and have that space of community and belonging at the workplace. When we look at the industry in general, as thought leaders in this space, we do feel that manufacturing does need a different model. Factories are not offices, right? This is 24/7 shift-based working. There are requirements of services to be done at the shop floor. And lastly, speed and precision when it comes to certain industries. For example, the auto industry, where the assembly line cannot stop for too long, etc. So a lot of things depend on precision and timing here. Where does Sodexo fit in first? Sodexo has over 3 decades of experience in India across all primary sectors, and the manufacturing sector has played a huge part in this journey. Today we serve across 110 plus locations, serving clients as diverse as auto, electronics, maybe some even in defense. A lot of sectors where we have specialists. 500,000 meals served a day. That's probably where we stand today. And our footprint extends across India. It is all built on safety, hygiene, and trust. Right? Having the right certifications, having the right people, and these are a given today. It's not something that we go and sell aggressively. This is a given for us. Our endeavor is to move from being just a vendor to a partner. And there are many, many examples where we have had clients who have stayed with us for 2+ decades, with whom we have grown, and where this relationship has evolved to a true partnership, right? And this happens when we work on an outcome-led model, okay, where today we are able to harness the data that we have to advise our clients on what's the best way forward. And lastly, working on future-ready kitchens. And these are investments that some of our clients have started making today, which leads to, number one, automation, optimization, better service delivery, predictable outcomes. Coming back to where I started on the workforce, if talent is one of the most critical components of the manufacturing industry, then food cannot be tactical. The question is not whether food matters, but how we design it. And to sum it up, I would say, let's not look at it merely as an expense item in the P&L, but as an investment in the workplace for the people that would allow the industry to flourish. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for being patient. And we are part of this exhibition. Do come and drop in at stall D80. We'll be happy to host you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause for Mr. Mohit Verma, everybody together. CEO, Sodexo, Energizing India's electronics workforce he spoke about. And may I request Mr. Raju Goyalji to please join us on the stage, the Secretary General of LCNA, to hand over the memento. Well, as a small token of our heartfelt gratitude, we request you to kindly accept this memento, and thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause once again for Mr. Mohit Verma.